So guys, today back for another video on the channel. Today we have the Newcastle United versus Wolves preview. A massive game at St James's Park on Friday night. I do love a Friday night game and I can't wait to see Newcastle United under the floodlights on Friday night. I will speak a little bit about uploads and whatnot because I know it's been very dry and I haven't really posted much on social media recently, and I'll explain it all before I start off the video. But if you could subscribe to the channel, it wouldn't mean a lot. I'm coming back with the uploads, getting back to the normal grind, and we're getting this season done, and we are going to survive hopefully, and hopefully we're going to have a good end of the season with the uploads and views and new subscribers to the channel. But I'll speak a little bit about my personal life in this video and just tell you what the crack is with me basically. So I just decided that I needed a bit of a break from YouTube. During the international break I just wanted to have that little bit of time off. I think what people forget as well that I do nearly 50 hours a week at work. It takes an hour there, hour back. I graft my arse off to do YouTube and work, and I'm making it possible as much as I can. Last week I was in York for my girlfriend's birthday, so I didn't really want to do a preview or predict a team for the Spurs game because it would have been recorded well before it was going to get uploaded. Stuff could have got changed with the team and whatnot, so I just decided to just have me time away with me bird, had a really good time for it if anyone's going to ask. And yeah, I just thought I needed a bit of a break, but we're back now. Preview, predict the team, game on Friday. I'm a vlog. It's been a long time since I've vlogged. I'm going to try and do a player ratings on the night, get it out Saturday morning. Gonna get the uploads done, lads. We need to get smashing back with the video because I've missed it. But let's get in the video now, boys. We've done a little speaking. Let's speak about Wolves. So then, Wolves have had a really good season, haven't they? They are sitting in the top 8. They're doing really, really well for the summer they had. They didn't really sign anyone that was big. They lost a lot of players, and we didn't know if Wolves were going to come back to their best. They had a funny old season. They finished under Newcastle last season. You wouldn't have thought that. People probably forget that. They finished underneath Newcastle last season, but this season they've been absolutely class in some games, picked up some big points. They've dropped some points recently, but it's always going to happen in the Premier League. But they've been picking up some good results. They got a 2-1 win against Villa. Not too long ago they beat Watford 4-0, beat Everton. But they're getting points. They are sitting comfortable. They are sitting in such a good position in 8th. They are 8 points above 9th. They are in a good position, and they're challenging Man United, and they've got Bruno and Ronaldo. Wolves are doing that. They've had a really good season. I'll have a look at some standout players for them this season. You've got Podence had a really good season. I think Ruben Neves had a really good season. Connor Cody's been really good recently. I think Wolves' player of the season so far is Jose Sarr. He's been really good for Wolves. Goalkeeper have done really well. Roman Saiz, another consistent player, and obviously their top goal scorer is Raul Jimenez, who does get a goal now and there against Newcastle. So does he start? We'll have to wait and see. Obviously we've seen Fabio Silva play recently, but we'll have to wait and see. But like I said, Wolves are, because obviously Nuno left and everyone was like, well, why did Nuno leave? There was no need for Nuno to leave, and then they brought in their manager, and I still couldn't tell you his name. I really couldn't. But I can say his face. Wait there, boys. I'll get it up. If it's on here anywhere. I don't think it is. You know who it is. He's came in and no one expected him to adapt to the Premier League the way he has, and he really has adapted to the Premier League and really shown what he's about. Fair play to him. And obviously they beat us last time at the Molineux Stadium. It was a 2-1 win. Jeff Hendrick scored for Newcastle, and it was the last game of the Mike Ashley era. It sums it all up, doesn't it? But one thing that sticks with me with Wolves, it's our bogey team. We've never beaten Wolves since they've been promoted from the Premier League, and I said that against Brighton, our last home game, the last vlog on the channel. I said that about that, and guess what? We beat Brighton. I'm not going to say we're going to beat Wolves, but we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, we've never beat them. We've so many 1-1 draws, and we've got beat 2-1, I think, twice. But when you get that win against Wolves, like, well, how can we not beat Wolves? Last time we beat Wolves when Meatwell scored in the Championship, batting a 1-0 win. But it will be an interesting, hard and tough game going in, because Wolves will come to St James's Park and give it all. They'll come with their five at the back formation, really resilient, and they'll go for it. They will, and they always do, and that's what we've got to be scared about, because obviously we've just conceded 5 against Spurs. A team like Wolves have probably beat Spurs, and performed against Spurs in recent years, and they're beating us 5-1. We've got to pick it up on Friday night. So let's speak about the Mags. So it was obviously a disappointing result on Sunday, and there's a little bit of doom and gloom at the club at the minute. The main talking point at the minute is with Alan Saint-Maximin. He's on the back of this shirt. He's always been my favourite player since he signed for the club, and apparently we're going to let him go for 50 million. And people forget how good, how essential he is to our squad. Every player goes through a bad run of form, right? Fair enough if he's a player who has a good game there and there, but like Almon, he has a good game there and there, stands out, plays one of my best players on the day, and it doesn't do now for the next couple of months. There's been times where Maxi single-handedly kept us up in the 1920 season, and him and Joe Willock kept us up in the 2021 season. It's straight up facts, and it's not like he's not performed this season. He's putting some amazing shifts in this season. Everton at home is one of mine where he was literally unstoppable. Southampton at home, he was absolutely class. Man United at home, he was absolutely brilliant. And he has scored some goals. I think it's 5 or 6 in the Prem. He is essential to our team, and we can't afford just to let him go if he's a bit unhappy. I can see why fans are frustrated. I'm frustrated with Maxi at the moment, but you can't be like, you've got to sell him, because there's so many other players in that squad that you sell over Maxi, and it's straight up. People in the starting 11 who started against Spurs, you sell most of them to keep Maxi. That's just facts. If people don't agree with me facts, don't know what you do, you know. Yeah, everyone's got an opinion, but I just feel like Maxi's too essential to our squad. There's been times where Maxi single-handedly got us a point or got us 3 points in games. Look at some of the goals that he scored. Most times Maxi scored, it's in a game where it's a 1-0 or 1-1, where if he doesn't score, we drop points, we could be in the relegation zone. Like, do you really think Almon's going to score in the positions Maxi does? Definitely not. We've got to go into the game on Friday and give it all. We've got to give it all, and we've got to push. One player who has to start of the predicted team tomorrow, it'll give it a little bit away, but not too much. Bruno Guimaraes has to start. Bruno has to start no matter what, right? 2 players came out and apologised for the performance against Spurs. Him and Dubravka. He's got to start. He has to. You've got to start your best players. Have to. I don't care anyhow. Start Bruno. If we want any chance of beating Wolves, Bruno's got to start. I mean, I don't know if Bruno started at home yet, because I think both his starts were away and then it went international duty. I can't remember, I could be wrong on that, but when you say Bruno start at home, I don't think he has actually. No, I am correct with that. But we've got to go into the game with the expectation of knowing that Wolves are going to come at us. So we need to just need to just bring that home form that we've got, and hopefully it can give us something. Obviously it's a Friday night, loads of people will be going out on the piss on the Friday night, so I'm sure the atmosphere will be electric. Obviously I've only been to one Friday night game in my life, and it was Leeds this season, and the atmosphere was, well, a bit toxic because of obviously the sea boost and whatnot at the time, but I've got a feeling the atmosphere will be amazing, because obviously a lot of fans have been to watch a game. It's been 5 weeks, it'll be 5 weeks on Saturday since we've been at St James's Park, so hopefully the atmosphere can be electric. Hopefully we can get behind the lads, and hopefully Newcastle United can get back on winning terms and pick up 3 points. If I'm going to say a prediction, I always say a prediction now, I'm going to go with a traditional Wolves score of 1-1. It wouldn't surprise us if it is a 1-1. Goal scorers, I'll go, you know what, fuck it, Chris Wood, and for them, João Moutinho. Anyways, boys, that is the end of the video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I would, if you could do so. Thank you all for when I posted like saying I was having a break on YouTube, the amount of support I got on the Instagram was really nice, and I got a lot of views on the story as well, so I really do appreciate it. I really do. Thank you all for all the support, and I know you all got us, so thank you very much for that. See you all, have a good one, and I'll see you all for the predicted team tomorrow and the game on Friday. How are the lads?